to start it when
I was watching the 90s Toys commercial.
Oh, yeah?
Episode last night.
Yeah.
And I realized it would be great to have a t-shirt. It would just be me holding up a pog and smiling, and it would just be like, here's your anniversary pog.
That'd be pretty good. There should be like a small picture of two people getting married.
Yeah.
We've gotten a couple likes on that already.
Yeah, I saw that. 2 likes on it, and it's 17 views.
I think it's 19 now. 27. There's over 100 already on that evil spawn. I don't get it.
I don't know, man. Do a video going like, I mean, we appreciate, the views, but like,
what is with that?
We're a little confused, and
why
we'd like to know why that one. I'm gonna go with the theory though that just the inclusion of the word spawn though probably gets a lot of hits from people looking for spawn.
I thought of that. That could be.
That's one theory. That's what I would suggest because I can't really think of any other reason.
Yeah. Because all the nudity is, censored, but it's there's plenty of it there.
Yeah, I need to bring over that Zelda DVD because we need.
Yeah, we'll do that. I think the beginning of next year.
Yeah. Just remind me when you're planning on doing that before I come over, because otherwise I'll forget.
We got time though.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I think the rest of the year is, this 80s commercials is coming up this Friday. Then the next Friday's 70s commercials. Then the week after that will be Scorpion Thunderbolt. Then the week after that will be Star Wars. And then Saving Christmas. Kirk Cameron Saving Christmas. We'll do that one.
Kirk Cameron. You know that they have a...
the last one will be the Everything is Terrible special, which will premiere on... Not only will Saving Christmas premiere on Christmas Day, but the Everything is Terrible will premiere on New Year's Day.
Dope.
So...
I had to laugh because, alright, my cousin Sheris.
Sheris?
Yeah. She's kind of a Jesus freak.
Okay.
Right? Like, not to the point, like, she doesn't proselytize to people in public.
Yeah.
But everything she posts on Facebook is, like, Christian shit. You know what I mean? Like, so she doesn't go up and bother people in public about it. Like, she doesn't go up and try to convert people at the mall or nothing like that.
Okay.
But everything she posts is, like, somehow related to, like, Jesus or something, right? So she is always, like, posting, like, memes with, like, quotes from that God's Not Dead movie and shit.
Oh, God. You know they're doing a sequel?
Yeah. And
coming
actually...
on April Fool's Day.
Yeah. But what made me laugh about it was that they actually have a fucking Netflix style streaming service that they call Pure Flix now.
Pure Flix?
Pure Flix. And I was just like, oh man, like you couldn't even fucking come up with your own fucking name for it. Like, not only that, but like straight up, like
is it just streaming Christian movies and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Pure
Flix. And they don't say Christian movies, they say family friendly, but it's like, we know what family friendly means. It's code for Jesus.
Jesus and friends.
After all, what's not family friendly about a guy who, was whipped and fucking nailed and fucking hung to death?
Another stories about how God.
And that part about the head of John the Baptist, that was family friendly, right?
And Job and Abraham. I think he didn't actually kill his son. Or like he did, but then God brought him back or something. I don't remember.
No, he was about to do it, and then God was like,
but
it's a prank, bro. It's a prank, bro.
And then there's that story of like the daughters who raped the father.
Mm-hmm. Family friendly.
Yeah, family friendly. Slavery is okay.
Family friendly. Pure.
Pure. God.
Kevin Sorbo says so. Fucking Kevin Sorbo.
He played the best atheist I've ever seen. It's very true to what they really are.
Uh-huh. That would be really, really funny. We should totally do that in the Stephen Mackler movie. Like, he's sitting there talking about how God's Not Dead is a great movie, and we're just, like, making fun of it. He goes like, Kevin Sorbo plays a really accurate atheist. And we go like, Kevin Sorbo doesn't play an accurate anything. Like, did you ever see Hercules? Come on, man. The guy could have put on a little bit of fucking mass. He was playing Hercules, for fuck's sake.
He was toned.
Yeah, he was toned.
But he wasn't huge like The Rock got.
Yeah, like, you gotta have a fucking bodybuilder kind of guy play fucking Hercules.
You gotta. I mean, like...
Not for nothing, but, like, like, if it wasn't for the accent, fucking Schwarzenegger was perfect to play Hercules.
Oh, yeah. He played fucking Conan, who was arguably better than Hercules.
Well, he did play Hercules in Hercules Goes to New York, right. Which we should totally do a commentary on.
I forgot about that fucking dumb fuck movie.
We should do a commentary on that one.
Oh, God, no.
But yeah,
we might as well just do one on Pumping Iron, too.
Like, he's straight up got, like, the ultimate fucking Herculean physique and everything.
He does.
He's Mr. So he was the right guy to fucking play it.
You could have had Fabio do it. Fabio's pretty muscular.
Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. Kevin Sorbo had the right kind of, like, facial features and everything.
He's not small, but you definitely could have gotten a more buffer dude.
I mean, I won't
especially
lie,
maybe a woman with better acting skill.
I'm sure that Kevin Sorbo could probably kick my ass in like a legitimate fight.
He could, maybe about 10 years ago.
But I don't think he would.
No,
because it would be bad for his Christian image.
That's why I don't really know how Christian he really is. It could have been just a job for him. I don't really know.
I don't know. I guess my understanding is that he's kind of like he's a bit of a.
I heard he was like support of the movie, but that could really be that because they gave him a job. He could just be talking. Well, I don't know. I have no idea what the situation is.
Did you ever see the trailer for that Christian Mingle movie?
No.
Yeah, all right. There's a website called Christian Mingle. It's a dating website for Christian singles. To mingle and talk about how much they love the Lord. Yeah, I guess. So
they made a movie.
They made an entire movie out of it. They adapted a fucking dating website into a movie about this girl who has everything: money, good job, nice apartment, good friends, good family, and everything. Yeah, but she doesn't have a fucking man, and she doesn't have God in her life.
Really?
Yeah. So she isn't happy, and she meets a guy, and he's great, but he's a Christian, and so she has to fake being a Christian to try to get with him.
Alrighty then.
Right? So she's checking out books at the library, like Christianity for Dummies and shit. And
you know what I would have thought would have been funnier is if she was a Christian and then started going on these other dating sites that didn't have Christian men on them.
Yeah, that would have been
funnier.
But they weren't trying to make a funny movie. It was supposed to be a fucking rom-com. And it flopped like a motherfucker.
Well, of course it did.
Because nobody wants to go see a movie about a fucking Christian dating website.
Let's be fair. The whole thing about Christian movies, too, is most of them suck.
Yeah.
The Ten Commandments, that's pretty good. The old one with Charlton Heston. Yeah, that's just a good, well-made movie. But the problem is, there are so many Christian movies that just fucking suck.
Well,
it's not impossible to make a bad Christian movie.
I think that Christian mythology can be well done, but it has to be done by somebody who's not a Christian necessarily, or at least doesn't let that get in the way of artistic value.
What was that one Martin Scorsese did?
The
Last Temptation of Christ.
Yeah.
See,
like,
that's good.
Or like, you know what was
Some
actually...
people, like, a lot of Christians don't like that one, though, but it's like...
Well, you know, fuck them. That was a good fucking movie.
It is. It's honest.
Yeah. Or, you know what else was a fucking fantastic one? Was The Prince of Egypt. I actually immensely enjoyed The Prince of Egypt. Because if, like, presented with that story alone, then that version of it makes sense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, if you've got this God that, you know, maybe isn't he's present all the time and everything, but, you know, he's come along and he's seen that, hey, humans have taken other human slaves, and I'm not down with that and shit, you know? Like, the whole thing about, you know, getting them to set the people free, I could get behind that shit. You know, if that's the fucking God that was being talked about, I'd be okay with it. But that ain't the God that the Bible talks about.
You know, that was kind of a funny idea to have a bunch of slaves be working, and then God comes down and goes like, I don't, you just all about against slavery and shit, and he goes like, I'm not down with that.
God don't play that. And he like slaps someone with a rubber chicken.
Homie, don't play that.
God should be Damon Wayans in clown makeup.
Oh God.
God's homie the clown? It's homie Dick Clown.
God is Fire Marshal Bill. No wonder he can't die.
Check your privilege, smooth skin. So, you know what I found out?
Oh.
Apparently, starting sometime in 2016, Fallout or Bethesda is going to be adding mod support to the console versions of the game.
That's cool.
So, like, you'll be able to download, like, user-created content. That sounds fucking awesome, dude.
Good idea.
Like, I would be down to, like, I would make my own shit, dude. Like, straight up. I think it would be dope to fucking learn how to do that. I would love to make Fallout mods.
The only thing I've ever wanted to play with video game stuff is, I still play with it, is that create Doom WADs. Just making Doom levels and shit.
Yeah.
That shit's pretty fun. It's kind of easy. Like, I mean, there's a lot to learn, but it's still, like, actually kind of easy put together once you learn it, you know?
Yeah.
It's kind of weird. It's really, like, just really cool. I don't know. I love that. I love Doom, so...
Speaking of cool, though, like, straight up, I just look at that picture you drew there.
No, actually, a friend of mine did that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I was just going to say, like, it's not really, like, my style, because it seems kind of like it would look better on a woman.
Uh-huh.
But it would definitely make a dope tattoo.
I know. You should see what it says real up close. I can't really take it off. It actually says Psycore, too, because I'm a fan of that band.
Yeah, I figured it was them because of the C logo in the... Because I
a friend of mine
recognize
did that. Yeah, a friend of mine did that. Her name is Jennifer. She's pretty cool. I've known her for a long time.
That's really fucking
She
good.
does some pretty wicked clay art.
Dope.
It kind of reminds me, if anything, it reminds me of, you know those music videos for Tool? Like that.
Yeah, okay.
It's like weird little things like that. Like one of them really reminded me of Prison Sex.
Yeah.
That little doll person.
Oh, by the way, I figured out we were playing Forbidden Bridge wrong.
Probably.
Well, you know what?
Did we get pretty close though?
We were basically playing it right, but the game was over long before we stopped.
Okay.
Because the rule is if you roll, the action on the dice takes place before you move.
Okay.
So we were doing that wrong. So like if you roll the
switch.
dice and you get
The action first.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you have to do the action and then you get to move.
Maybe we should play it again and film it.
Yeah, probably.
Because I already got the like establishing shots of it.
Yeah, straight up. But then also the game is you have to bring back 2 jewels to your boat and be the first one to escape.
That's why I thought there were so few. Like that, I was wondering why is there so many jewels? I don't remember that. Oh, yeah, I that does make more sense now. 2 jewels.
And you know what the worst part is?
That's
Is
weird.
it says it straight on the box. I didn't bother to read the back of the fucking box because I'm a fucking idiot. I'm a fucking retard, and I didn't read the back of the box.
That's funny.
I mean, it was still fun though.
I didn't think that something like that would be on the box. So I thought that would have been more like,
That's what I thought.
I thought it would have been more of like explaining, hey, here's the game, here's what it can do.
I mean, it doesn't go into excruciating detail.
Yeah,
or
I'm sure it
anything.
doesn't.
But yeah, it was just like, fucking, here's how you win the game, by the way. Which makes sense, because like they do usually say how you win the game on the back of the box, now that I think about it. But like they never go into detail, and I don't know why it didn't occur to me to like read that before. You'd think I would have, but I was so entranced by the box art itself because
we're so entranced with the fact that we didn't have instructions. So we're like, everything's on the instructions. We didn't even think that the box has words on it.
Yeah. Like, straight up, man. Well, also, it's like printed weird.
We should
like,
play that Fallout Monopoly too. I want to play that.
Alright, I'll bring that over next Monday.
Yeah, I like to play that.
Yeah, it's pretty dope, man. The pieces are, you get the vault door, there's the power armor helmet, the Brotherhood of Steel one.
Yeah.
There is a...
That'd be a Vault Boy.
Yeah, one of them is the Vault Boy. One of them is...
Nuka-Cola?
Yeah, well, I think so. Yeah, I'm having some trouble remembering, but yeah, I'm pretty sure Nuka-Cola bottle is one of them.
That makes sense. Or bottle cap?
Oh, a Fat Boy.
Oh, a Fat Boy. That makes sense.
Yeah, a Fat Boy is one of them.
Yeah.
And I think that's it. But yeah.
No dog meat?
No dog meat. And the money has, it's not like, I think it would have been dope if they would have just done it like with a chip system instead of, the...
Yeah, bottle cap. You just make them look like bottle caps on one side and then have like 100, it's worth 100,
Yeah, like that would have been dope. And I almost kind of want to like fucking make some and then just sell them on Etsy and be like, this is for if you have Fallout Monopoly and you want to make it more badass.
Yeah.
Here's bottle caps, right? And people would probably buy the shit out of those.
Especially if you made them look like legit bottle caps.
Yeah, and then I could just go to Bethesda and be like, okay, look, I've made these things. They're unlicensed and they've sold like hotcakes.
Yeah.
I want to like just give you guys this idea so that you guys can like make it and shit.
Yeah.
Because like I feel bad making money on their IP.
Yeah.
But I'd be like, look, I'm just gonna like give you guys the rights to this because I think you guys should make it.
What's funny too is like I'm kind of like that in ways where I'd feel if I liked the company that I was taking from, I'll go like, hey, I'm using this. Of course, if only I would do it after I made it. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of like I'm just a fan and I just made this.
After I made it, and then I would like give them at least some of the money. I might keep a little bit of it. But like if
I would want it to be a partnership. I'm like I'm not giving you all this. Like I want some too.
Yeah, it's like I came up with the idea. I should get some kind of compensation, but like I think that this would really help with the sales on that shit because people would be like, "Oh my god, it comes with caps."
Yeah.
Like that shit would be nuts. Yes, it would be more like expensive and shit, but like you're already charging $40.
You can make them look like Nuka-Cola caps. That'd be cool.
Like straight up, just like use like blank bottle caps are not that expensive.
Yeah.
Like you can get them and you can print them and shit. Like it works the same way as a pod maker.
Yeah.
I'll put that out. Like it's dope, man. Like that would be so fucking. I'm gonna have to try to do that.
Yeah.
Just make like
you said you didn't play much of New Vegas though, right?
Oh, I did play New Vegas. It's just been a long time.
Oh, okay. Because I was thinking too, because I forgot how many. I was just playing that recently. I forgot how many other Nuka-Colas there are in that game.
Fallout 4 so far, I've found Nuka-Cola, Nuka Cherry, and
Nuka Cherry's new. Quantum's already seen. They have. I know there's a clear one, and there's Nuka-Cola Quartz.
I haven't found either of those yet.
Those are on New Vegas, and I thought, man, it would be really cool to actually just get bottles, legitimate bottles, maybe not with actual pop in them, but just some sort of liquid that looks like it, and just have it make them look like all the different Nuka-Colas.
Yeah, and use it
get one, just like a display piece.
Mm-hmm. I'd put it inside like a glass frame with like puck lights on it. Or not puck lights, like LED strips, so you could do different colors and shit, right? So then you could like make it glow.
What you could do is what you could do is have like a glass case like that, depending how many there are. And just put the bottles in there like that. And what you do, and you make it a thin glass case, like just big enough for the bottles. And what you do is you put some small lights under it.
That's what
so
I'm
they
saying.
glow. Yeah.
There's LED strips under the like bottom of the bottles.
Yeah, so they glow.
Because like you can change the colors on those.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, I mean, you can even do it like making the liquid look like the color it's supposed to, and then all you need is put the lights on.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, Jones Soda had the right color for the Nuka Cola, but like upon further inspection of looking at the bottle,
it's a bit more milky.
Yeah,
it's not as clear.
Yeah, and
it's more like that.
And the bottle didn't look right either. Now that I like actually look at it, it was just a standard Jones bottle.
Well, yeah, you saw the ones that look more like the Nuka Cola, real Nuka Cola bottles.
Yeah, those are cool.
And you can't make them look smooth or anything like that. You gotta make them look like they're the old Coke bottles, essentially.
Yeah. Well, what I like in Fallout 4, because I never really noticed it in previous ones, so I don't really know if this was a thing in previous Fallout games, but all the Nuka Cola bottles that you find in Fallout 4 are actually made to look like rockets.
I guess that kind of... Yeah.
Like, they have the fins and shit at the bottom.
Oh, I think they did do that on the new one. Yeah, I've never seen that on the others.
But either way, it's like dope, you know. Like it looks cool. And I'm finally starting to figure out, because like I keep having problems with the house that I'm building.
Yeah.
And I like, you know, put shit up as decorations and it falls through my shelves and stuff when I leave.
Yeah.
But I'm slowly starting to figure out what does and doesn't do that, and with what things they do.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I figured out that liquor will not stay on metal shelves for some reason, but it will stay on wood shelves.
Okay.
But the opposite is true for Nuka Cola bottles. And it's
Weird.
just like, ugh. So
it's
I'm
little
like,
things like that.
Yeah, but I'm like really putting work into trying to figure it out and like maybe publish a guide.
I would really be the same way too, because if I'm gonna able to have a house like that, I want to make it look cool too.
Yeah, dude. Like
I want to put some work into it and make it look nice.
Oh man, that's what I've been focusing on. Like I've barely even done any mission shit.
I'd be doing that too, but
I'm like level 19 and I've done like 2 story missions.
Yeah.
And mostly just like other side quests as I come across them. But like, you know, for the most part, I'm just out gathering resources to build my fucking house with, and fucking finding cool shit to put up there.
Yeah.
I found like 4 Jangles the Moon Monkey dolls.
Yeah, you told me. They all look different, or are they all the same?
They all look the same, but they're like different sizes.
Okay.
Because I found like 3 big ones and 1 like smaller one.
Okay.